Greetings, kindred friend. Before we begin tonight's journey, I want to invite you to take a moment to look back at yourself. Look at how far you have come. Look at the silent scars, the freezing winters, and even the storms of the heart that you have bravely gone through to be here, right this moment. Truly extraordinary. I want you to know that, if this video finds you amidst the countless bustles of the world today, it is absolutely not a coincidence. This is a silent guidance of destiny, sent to the right person, at the exact right time when your soul is yearning for the most peaceful harbor. But I also understand, behind that solid exterior, sometimes inside, you are whispers full of anxiety. In the stillness of the long night, fear often sneaks in and surrounds us. That is the fear of irreversible changes of time, the fear of losing what we always cherish, the fear that we have never truly been enough, or the burden from the fear of disappointing others. Those fears are like a thick mist, obscuring the beauty of reality and draining your vitality. There is a common misconception that practicing Buddhism is to completely erase fear, to become apathetic to life. But the liberating truth left by the world-honored one is different. Buddhism doesn't teach you to erase fear. It teaches you to become bigger than your fear. Tonight, I do not bring you dry dogmas or empty advice. I bring you a sacred space where you are allowed to lay down your weapons, stop fighting with yourself, and begin learning how to embrace fear with awakened wisdom. Now, I invite you to perform a small introductory ritual to prepare your heart. Lie down or sit very comfortably. Loosen your shoulders. Relax your jaws. Join me in taking a very deep breath of the fresh air of the present, and exhale very slowly, letting all of today's worries melt into the forgiving darkness. Let your mind be as quiet as a rippleless lake surface, because in the upcoming 6 lessons of awakening, you will discover that fear is not a prison. It is exactly the teacher waiting to guide you to ultimate freedom. Take one more breath, and let us begin the journey of awakening together. Lesson 1. Recognizing the nature of fear when the mind paints its own prison. Listen to the silence encompassing your room right now. You are lying on a warm bed, under a cozy blanket, and the reality around you is completely peaceful. However, why does your heart sometimes still pound in the dark? Why does the feeling of insecurity still creep in like an electric current running down your spine? The truth is, fear rarely appears because of what is actually happening. It arises from what your mind imagines could happen. We often spend the whole night fighting with unreal monsters. You worry about a disease that hasn't started, worry about the loneliness of the next 10 years, or fear events that haven't even arrived. In the wisdom of awakening, this is called the illusion of consciousness. Engrave this truth into your heart. You don't fear the future. You fear your thoughts about the future. Imagine your mind is like a talented but panicking painter. That painter does not look at the peaceful scenery in front of them, but is engrossed in painting abysses, deep ravines, and sheer cliffs on the canvas of awareness. And then, you yourself are the one trembling before the painting you drew yourself. Tonight, when an anxious thought arises, I invite you to perform an act of wisdom. Stop for a beat, take a deep breath, and gently ask your heart, right now, am I fearing an existing reality, or am I fearing a scenario that my mind has just woven? When you bravely separate reality and deduction, you will realize a biological miracle. Your nervous system will immediately be soothed. You realize that, right here, in this breath, everything is fine. You owe the future no anxiety at all. Fear is just a cloud passing across the sky, while you are exactly that eternally clear sky. Sleep in the relief of a soul that has recognized the illusion, to make room for true peace to radiate brilliantly. Lesson 2. Stopping the internal war, the art of receiving. Try imagining you are standing before the vast ocean. When a big wave crashes in, if you use your hands to push it back, the power of the water current will only exhaust you and drown you faster. Fear is exactly the same. The more you brace yourself to resist, the more tense your mind becomes, and the nervous system receives the signal that there is a very large enemy here. In the profound wisdom of awakening, the Buddha taught us an extremely paradoxical art. To weaken fear, you must learn how to welcome it. I invite you to look at fear with different eyes. Do not consider it a fierce monster. Imagine the fear trembling inside you is actually just a terrified child sitting huddled in the dark corner of the room. That child does not come to harm you. It comes because it feels insecure and needs to be comforted. Could you bear to use anger to chase away a crying child? Or would you sit down and gently embrace it in your arms? Tonight, right this moment, I invite you to perform a ritual of ultimate compassion for yourself. Loosen your shoulders, take a very slow breath, and promise me, if a feeling of restlessness or fear arises, you will not run away anymore. Close your eyes. Bring your attention to where the fear is present. It could be a tightening in the chest or a cold draft down the spine. Whisper to it, in the tone of a gentle father or mother, I see you. You are safe with me. Engrave this soothing truth. The more you chase it away, the more fear clings. The more you receive it with love, the faster fear dissipates. When you stop considering fear as an enemy, the war in your soul officially closes. The anxious child inside will gradually fall silent and sleep peacefully under the aura of tolerance you just created. Sleep in absolute reconciliation with yourself, because tonight there is no enemy here. Only your own loving presence. Lesson 3. The anchor of the present, where fear dissipates. Dear friend, try to quietly observe, is it true that every time you feel afraid, your mind is somewhere very far away? It is wandering in the years ahead, struggling with scenarios of illness, loss, or lack. The Buddha once left an ultimate liberating teaching. The past is gone. The future has not yet come. Only the present moment is the only time you truly live. When your mind jogs to the future, it sows fear. But when your mind returns to rest in the present, it finds complete peace. Tonight, right this moment, I invite you to perform a ritual of anchoring your soul right on your warm bed. Do this with me. First, bring your attention down to your feet. Do not try to move them. Just feel their weight sinking deep into the mattress. Silently send a warm greeting to the feet that have persistently carried you throughout the long journey of human life. Next, gently direct your awareness to the heaving rhythm in your chest. Feel the cool air softly touching your nostrils as you inhale, and the gentle warmth escaping as you exhale. Finally, listen to the sounds of the night enveloping you, the slow ticking of the clock, the wind gently swaying the leafy branch outside the window, or simply the forgiving stillness of the room. When you devote your full attention to these authentic sensations, you will notice a miracle. Anxious thoughts suddenly become faint and lose their weight. Engrave this truth into your heart. Fear cannot exist where you are truly present. When you switch from thinking mode to feeling mode, your nervous system will immediately receive a safety command. You do not need to try to be resilient. You only need to be here, whole and still. Tonight, let reality be the softest blanket sheltering your sleep. You are not in the murky future. You are right here, where peace has inherently always belonged to you. Lesson 4. The power of action, when darkness dissipates. In the Footstep, we often believe that confidence must precede action. But in Buddhist wisdom and the depth of psychology, this law operates in the opposite direction. Fear is like a giant dark shadow in a dark room. If you just stand still observing and analyzing it, that shadow will increasingly become grand and terrifying. The more you avoid it, the more you empower fear to imprison your soul. Engrave this powerful truth into your heart to liberate yourself right tonight. Fear doesn't disappear before the action. It disappears during the action. Imagine you are standing before a fog-covered river. You stand on the bank, trembling and imagining all kinds of abysses under the water. You wait for the fog to clear before daring to walk, but the fog of the mind never clears itself without the warmth of action. The moment you bravely put your first foot into the water, you will be amazed to realize the ground beneath is still solid, and your very own footstep has parted the mist to reveal the path. Tonight, I invite you to take a leap of faith. Tomorrow, instead of waiting for courage to come, pick the smallest thing you are currently dreading. Do not wait until you are no longer afraid. Just carry that anxious child with you and do what needs to be done with awakening. Each small but decisive action of yours is exactly a bridge leading out of the prison of thought. When you start moving, your nervous system will receive factual evidence that this world is not as dangerous as I imagined. Confidence is not a premise, it is a result. Sleep in the mindset of a courageous traveler, knowing that tomorrow light does not come from ahead, but light radiates exactly from every brave step of yours. Lesson 5. The compass of the soul, turning fear into a guide. Try quietly pondering, why do we feel afraid? In the wisdom of awakening, fear never appears in meaningless places. You do not fear something if it is not truly important to you. You fear loneliness because you cherish connection. You fear change because you value stability. You fear illness because you love this life. All this time, we have considered fear an obstacle, a stone wall blocking the path. We spend our whole lives trying to tear down that wall or finding ways to detour around it. But tonight, I invite you to perform the greatest transformation of consciousness. Turn fear from an enemy into a guide. Imagine fear is not a barrier, but a trembling compass needle pointing to the direction your soul needs to explore. Hidden within every anxiety is a sacred message about what your heart truly yearns for. Engrave this truth into your heart. Where your fear is, there is your path. Fear is exactly the signpost for a hero's journey, the journey back to oneself. If you fear the truth, that is where you need honesty. If you fear stillness, that is where you need confrontation. Instead of asking how to stop being afraid, try gently asking your fear, what precious thing are you trying to show me? Tonight, when lying in this forgiving darkness, try looking at the biggest fear haunting you with eyes full of curiosity and tolerance. Consider it a guest carrying a treasure map. When you dare to look straight into the core of fear, you will realize it no longer has the power to threaten you. It is simply a signal informing you that you are standing before a radiant threshold of growth. Sleep in the reassurance of someone who has found the compass for their life, knowing that every beat of anxiety is an invitation for you to step forward and become bigger than yourself. Lesson 6. The still sky, when you are no longer fear. Look out at the vast night sky with me in your mind right now. Do you see the dark clouds drifting leisurely across the moon? There are gray clouds of loneliness, pitch black clouds of worry about illness, or gloomy bands of regret. They can obscure the light for a moment. They can bring fierce thunder and lightning, but look closely. Can any cloud hurt or change the pure nature of the sky? The answer is always no. The sky is always there, vast, still, and eternal behind the cloud layer. Dear friend, your soul is exactly that sky, and fear is just weather phenomena passing by. The biggest mistake that exhausts us throughout a whole life is that we unintentionally identify ourselves with fear. When you utter the sentence, "I am afraid," you have locked yourself in the cramped cage of emotion. But under the light of awakening, carry out a revolution in the language of the heart. Instead of saying, "I am afraid," try gently acknowledging, "Fear is appearing." The very moment you shift from "I am" to "I see," a sacred space will open up. You are no longer swallowed by fear because you have become a silent observer. You realize that fear can come, can make your heart beat fast, but it has never been your nature. You are the awakened awareness containing that fear, solid and unharmed. Engrave this liberating truth into your heart before closing your eyes. You are the sky, not the cloud. Tonight, allow the clouds to pass by freely without needing to hold on or chase them away. You are safe in the stillness of the sky that is yourself. Sleep in the aura of a soul that has found a harbor right inside complete awareness, where fear can never touch. We have decoded together that fear is actually just fictional scenarios of an overly concerned mind. You have learned to sit down to embrace the anxious child inside you with all compassion, instead of chasing it away. You have found the anchor in your breath so as not to be swept toward a murky future, and realize that confidence only truly sprouts right amidst the rhythm of action. We have turned fear into a compass pointing the way for the journey of growth, and finally, you have taken the greatest leap, realizing you are exactly the eternal sky, where the dark clouds of anxiety can glide past, but can never muddy the purity inside you. Dear friend, engrave this truth before closing your eyes. A fearless life is not a life absent of difficulties. It is a life where you have stopped considering fear as your master. Tonight, you no longer owe the world any bracing. You do not need to be a strong person in the way society demands. You just need to be yourself, whole, still, and full of tolerance right in this darkness. If the sharings tonight have watered your soul with a little warmth, please help me spread this light with a like button and subscribe to the channel. That is how we build a community of kindred friends together, guiding each other to walk in the dignity of awakening. And right now, before sinking into the dream of rebirth, I invite you to leave a comment below as a sacred commitment to your own soul. I am the peaceful sky. Wishing you a long night of peace, complete letting go, and waking up radiantly in the dawn of a new beginning. Goodbye, and see you again in the next journeys of awakening.